Alright, so I have a lot of news right now. Hold on, let me minimize my screen. Alright, so you saw Flashback introduced by Avon, the bull biters. Bull biters, right? They were introduced by Avon in 1989 to 1994, where bull biters were launched by will be launched by Reeboks. These are going to be the coolest things. So I have little NFL sneakers coming out. There's going to be a little Dak Prescott one or a little Patrick Mahomes one, you know. Or I have little baseball ones. People have a little Aaron Judge one, you know. Mickey Mouse, cartoons. You can have a little LeBron James or Michael Jordan. No, Michael Jordan. You got Stephen Curry. Little Kobe Bryant ones. You can have a lot of ones. You know, little Ghostbuster one. Like some Mahalia doesn't do one. You know, big stain ones, Magia. We have to talk later. I know we have to. Like, you have some in your hood. I know we have to talk. I know what you want. I want to say the bow biters were invented by Judy Garland, Judith Feliciano in 1988, and she gave them the idea to Avon, and she sold how many of these? 987,000 of these. She made $474,000 on bow biters. My mom is a genius, you know. And then my mom owned Avon, you know. She started Avon. She bought Avon for somebody from California, I remember. And she made how much? She made $1.7 billion in Avon. You know, Avon is a little book you go and you sell black mugs or Derek Jeter cologne. You sell little purses. There's holiday themes. She was the owner of Avon. You want to say this? She's the owner of Avon. I'm sorry, Mrs. Cruz. She owns Avon, you know. And I want to say something else that Judy Garland did very well. Since December 1, 1974, she started the first edition of TV Guide. Remember the little book? How much she used to sell TV Guide for? $4.95 for them. And until January 1st, 2001 was the last edition of TV Guide. She sold over 79.4 million TV Guide magazines, which showed the new programs and description of the new sitcoms. It was a great magazine. I don't know what Tony advised someone in the company that he knew she all know that he said it was a bad idea and it wasn't going to make no more money. So she listened to the advice of the person that he gave advice to, and she shut down the TV Guide last edition on January 1, 2001. If she would have stayed with that TV edition, she only made 79.4 million. She would have made by today $744.2 million. A woman gave her advice. She listened to a single woman. At the time, a 47-year-old Caucasian, Puerto Rican single woman from where? Boquerón, no. The East Coast, the West Coast, no, the East Coast, from Fajardo, that has no kids to this day and never been married, you know. It just has random sex. That's the lady she listened to, and then she would have $744.2 million, and we would still been subscribing to TV Guide every month. Because it was a great magazine, you know. You know, the first magazine ever was in the United States was Reader's Digest, and 1971 was the first edition of Reader's Digest. The first newspaper in the world was in Madrid, España. It was El Noticiero, and it was there was one book only, and it was in 1894 on December 2nd, December 1st they issued it, and it circulated. One issue circulated over 97,000 people read that same issue the whole month. It was just one. Alright, what I got here? So I'm going to tell you about a popular vote. Hillary Clinton during her election against her opponent, Donald J. Trump, which Donald J. Trump won the presidency for the 47th presidency of the world, of the United States of America. She said that there was more popular vote that she should have won because it was more popular vote, but it was just a thing talking about royalty, because everybody in the United States who votes and is a registered voter knows that the vote in the United States depends on the electoral college votes, and who has the most electoral college votes, not the popular vote. She was talking about when the time came to the throne change, that popular vote of male or female population wins. And my example is King Arthur was the first king in 924, and there was only 2,928 men in England and 624 women. So a man assumes the throne. King Henry I, when he became king, 47,128 men was the population of the world, 40,028 women. So he assumed the throne as king. He's a man. More men. King Henry II, 52,132 men assumed the throne. 52,132 world population, 47,172 was female. King Henry II, as a man, assumed the throne. Queen Anne, she had a world population of 57,175 men and 57,189 women. So she, as a woman, as a girl, as a female, assumed the throne. King Henry III had 74,132 men and 74,104 women. He, as a king, a man, he assumed the throne. He was the chosen one, king. King Arthur had 99,132 men and 98,774 women around the world. 99,000 and 98,000 women, yeah. He, as a man, he assumed the most population as king. Queen Victoria had 727,432 men around the world, and there was 727,489 women. For her, as the chosen one, the queen, the girl, the female, assumed the throne. Queen Elizabeth, she had in the world at that time 997,232,074 men, and there was 999,482,032 women. The majority was women. Her, as a female, as a girl, she assumed the throne as queen. And now King John Valentino II. I have 1.6 billion men, and there's 1.2 billion women. So I assume the throne as king, not Judy Garland. I don't know, this is the first time ever that a son, a mom, or a son and son, or dad and dad, a parent feud for the throne of the United Kingdom and of England, you know. This is the first time this has ever happened. She's so adamant about an empty safe deposit box, because we're not fighting over empty safe deposit box. It's an empty safe deposit box. She should be more considerate. I had Jasenia. I had a crazy mentally retarded person. Macho Camacho, who stole over $10 million from me. And then I had Brian, who stole from me and went behind my back all over New York like a crazy ass and going through my businesses saying he's manager and he do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Then I had Tony, who's a crazy bitch who even got into politics and the movie Harvey Milk was made for Brian Johnson. He does so many laws and stuff. He's a senator. Harvey Milk was never a senator. San Francisco never brought his ass. Like Brian Johnson, they kicked him out of San Francisco. And then Tony, who thinks he was president, he's going to be president from Germany, a peasant. I had his ass too. I had a Down syndrome Paquita, that Willie, that he thought he was the owner of everything I own, and he stole money from me. And then I had Judy Garland, who's my mom, who should give up because she's a mom. The problem with Judy Garland is, after she has herds of people and of telling her to just give up, she doesn't want to tell us the truth about Avon, about Biters, about TV Guy. She doesn't want to tell us the truth about anything. Or she has to tell me and Richie the truth. So the point of her locking her up, Grandpa's gonna lock up in jail. The point, she doesn't come on until she tells us the truth. As much as she tried, but she's never gonna tell us the truth, so she's gonna die. It's just us two in private. You're gonna tell us what you're worth, what you've done all your life, and the kids, and your truth to us. You should tell the truth to them too, you know. Anyway, take care. Have a good day.